left-hand side. And when I say that, it looks to me as if she's starting here on the right for Brighton, in front of Letizia. That's a little bit of a change. If Arsenal have noticed that, and they'll get Mead. She switched to the left in the first half, back on the right. They have. Off we go, with Brighton in the light blue and black, kicking from left to right then in this second half. You will see a variation of tactics from Hope Powell. She's varied her formations in recent weeks as well. The Brighton manager. 3-4-3 against Chelsea, 4-5-1 the game before, 4-4-2 the game before, and 5-3-2 before that. And a one-way penalty. He thought it was an Arsenal ball. No one has scored more WSL goals in history than her. But this isn't the Vivian Miedemar that we've been used to at Arsenal over the years. Something doesn't seem to be right with her or with this club at the moment. Rafaela Sosa to Zinsberger. Great clearance away by the Austrian international. Heath. No foul. Miedemar was right on top of her on the touchline as well. No way really that Tobin Heath could do anything with that ball. Cagman loses out. Also look to bustle forward. Here's Miedemar. This is better for her in that channel. This is where she can roll it to her right foot and have a go at goal, but it lacked power. But only a second save for goalkeeper Walsh to make. Loves this position. Can open her body and bend a shot, but not there. That's what she was looking to do, but called it all wrong, scuffed it. Arsenal made significant changes coming into this, 4 changes. Brighton with the 2. There's the team at the bottom of your picture. Sigiotti came in, and Brazil also, she played well. Both of them have actually done well. And they had to make another change in the first half with Whelan coming on for the injured Connolly, who crashed into the advertising boards. Castle will play out through Williams. Nobbs making the run inside left position. There's the big diagonal. Good understanding between the two. Heath has made the run off Nobbs. Might have a go at goal. It flew. And that's one of their best attempts of the game. They'll need better than that, though. An easy save for Megan Walsh. Heath made the run, hoping to draw a defender away. There was a gap for Nobbs, who started his second half on the front foot and quite high. Was wobbling, was bending a little bit. Little losers out. Cagman, Carter. There's Quivisto. Quivisto virtually playing as a right side midfield player in the game, with Letizia on the right hand side of the back 5. She's put in a lot of work today. Giulia Sigiotti. And Arsenal have it now, and they have an overload. And here's Miedemar, and Heath's in the middle. Pass races on, inaccurate. But better from Arsenal at the start of the second half. The league leaders are beginning to purr. Maritz. Velty away to the right-hand side. Williamson stepped out. Beth Mead. Pulls the cross back. Nobbs was in there. So too the tall figure at the back for Brighton Hove Albion of Kirkdijk to get it away. That was the dangerous cross into the middle that should have been better. Williamson. Zigiotti, now here's Carter. Free kick Arsenal, taken quickly, they're in a hurry now. Nearly 5 minutes gone in the second half. Maritz. Good interchange. Nobbs and Miedemar, who's off and running. Heath's in the middle. Checks a run, goes again, gains a yard in the middle. Miedemar holds on to it, goes near post. Easy save, and I just wonder if she could have unloaded the pass here early. Heath's making good movement in the middle. Found a yard of space for Victoria Williams, but Miedemar went for the near post, and the deflection off Letizia took the power off the shot. But Brighton have conceded a corner kick here now. Brighter start to the second half for the Gunners. Heath will take it, left-footed. Miedemar trudges away, opens up a little gap for Rafaela to attack it. It's a firm header away by the Brighton defence. Good header out it was by Kulberg. Go the other side, Heath has stayed out there. Flashes in and easily dealt with. I think she's gone for the shot there, Tobin Heath. 2 efforts in the first half, 4 already in the second for Arsenal. Carter couldn't hold it up. Belty to Nobbs, Little. Here's Rafaela Sosa. Cut out by Letizia. Belty. Maritz to Nobbs. Williamson. Now Mead. Letizier's in front of her. Miedemar. Pursued by Zigiotti. Williamson. Lost possession. Sprinting off after it, Brazil puts Arsenal under pressure, so they have to go back. Brighton now have Cadman defending very deep on the left-hand side. To watch the runs forward of the Arsenal new right-back Wienreuter, their new right wing-back. Here's Maritz down the left. And Mead. Again, she went to drag it near post. Comfortable save. It'll be astonishing if Brighton do hold on to this. Veteran going wide anyway. Wienreuter. Velt, big switch of play. Mead has knocked it and gone away from a marker and is brought down. Yellow card for Letizia. By and large, has done very well for Brighton tonight. But they've had to work tremendously hard. 5 defeats in their last 7 away trips in the WSL. That's the last 2 without scoring. It's the worst one away from home since September 19 to January 2020. And they lost 6 of 7. Goes towards the far post, must be, and is And Miedemar, so often the nemesis for Brighton, has levelled for Arsenal. She's now had a direct hand in 11 goals in 7 WSL matches against the Seagulls. This is her 6th goal against them. And Arsenal back on level terms. Bending free kick from Mead. You can see that Miedemar's onside. Missed by Williamson, but Miedemar, the goal poacher extraordinaire, gets another one. Her 68th WSL goal. She's now 9 clear of Ellen White in the all-time scoring charts. 1-1. And here they come again. And Brighton need to hold firm here now. Heath. Plenty of light blue shirts back in there, or turquoise. Call it what you will. It was their 6th effort in the first 10 minutes of the second half. And they went hunting for a second, and Brighton momentarily were a bit straggly at the back. Well, having had a hand in the goal, Beth Mead has more instruction from the bench. She switched from side to side to effect. He's such a dynamic and destructive player, Beth Mead. And in another goal for her. Goals and assists for Miedemar, now 96 in an Arsenal shirt. The most destructive player in the history of WSL football. An 80th assist for Mead. Arcing, curling. Lovely delivery in. Keeper didn't know whether to come or stay. And the Brighton defenders facing their own goal couldn't touch it. They wanted, I think, Megan Walsh to be more authoritative there. Such a creative player, Beth Mead. Carter. Cagman. Back in a central midfield position now, they've lost the lead. And off goes Mead. Also central, finds Little. The game is completely spun. Williamson. Brighton had to work very hard in that first half to preserve their 1-0 lead. Scored in the 15th minute, are beginning to look a little bit tired. Rafaela. And again. Heath battling for it, more competitive in this second half, hungrier. Now, I don't think that's a foul. I think, if anything, Williams was fouled by me coming in behind it, but the referee's given it the other way. Well, this is interesting for me. There's going to be a yellow card for the Brighton captain too. Let's have a look at this. I think Mead comes in behind Williams, and if anything, fouls her. That's not a foul against Brighton. Shouldn't have been given, really. Mead knocks into the thigh of Victoria Williams, gives her something of a dead leg. The contact was initiated by the Arsenal player, not the other way round, and it certainly shouldn't have been a yellow card. 11th game in the WSL this season for Kirsty Dowie. Has experience. I think she's pulled out now, 22 yellow cards in that time. But she's given Arsenal a route back into this game. And it will be Beth Mead who bends it around the wall and puts Arsenal ahead. And Brighton will feel very hard done by. Approaching the hour. The Gunners lead. They've turned it completely around. 2 goals in 4 minutes. And she's come alive in the second half. Created the first, scored the second. The player who tormented Brighton in the FA Cup semi-final. The goalkeeper very central, no way she could get to that, Megan Walsh. She lined the wall up and then stood behind them. Needed to be further away to her left-hand side. She gave Beth Mead a big sight of goal. That's 7 for her this season. 22 between Mead and Miedemar now. But Victoria Williams will feel really hard done by. Shouldn't have been a free kick against Brighton at all. And I'm sure the Brighton coach, Hope Power, will tell you that after the game. And now all of a sudden, there only looks likely to be one winner. Mead wins it back for Arsenal and then goes hurtling into the challenge. That looked more like a foul, it has to be said, and is a foul. Beth Mead was absolutely fuming on the pitch at the end of the FA Cup dismal display. And they were well beaten by Chelsea. She wasn't just dispirited, she was absolutely incandescent with rage because she knew Arsenal didn't turn up. There's a heart on the sleeve, the player, and has dragged Arsenal in front here. As Igiotti's caught in possession. Here's Miedemar, good save, comes out to Mead. And it's lumped away in the end by Danny Kirkdijk. Arsenal a completely different team in this second half. Miedemar dropped her shoulder, went inside. Strong shot. And if the keeper did make a mistake for the Mead free kick, she atoned for it there. Strong hands. Brighton will be sick and tired of the sight of Vivianne Miedemar, that's for sure. Swings the corner kick. Williamson, firm header in there. It's left one of the Brighton defenders down. Referee should stop this. I think it's Coolbert. Good challenge. Both of them put it in. It's Koivista, the goal scorer. Change for Arsenal. And Leah Williamson, they're taking no chances with her. She was out for that long period with a hamstring injury, couple of months. And Ruben Moy comes on. And a very big year, lots of Ruben Moy. She returned earlier than expected from her course in North Carolina due to the COVID problem. She forewent her final year. Shot through to the England reckoning. Went to the Olympics, but was a non-playing substitute there. And she's started the last 7 games for Arsenal before today, and 8 of their last 10 now. And like for like, she'll just slot in there. Steers the ball forward. Heath, little pirouette. Now Murray's one of Arsenal's best players tonight. That's going to be a corner kick for them. They went on top now. It's the 7th corner. As Mead takes them on both sides. Miedemar waiting in the middle. On her toes, Rafaela's in there as well. Back in the middle, there is Rafaela. Free kick for high kicking, I think. And still in the background, Victoria Williams is shaking her head at the injustice of the free kick that led to the Arsenal second goal. The Moyes come on the right-hand side of Rafael Sosa. ...109 goals now for Arsenal in 128 games. Miedemar. Brighton scored their goal from a set piece. This one's a little bit further wide to the left-hand side. Firmly dealt with in the middle by Miedemar. Carter stabbed it on. Only Brazil will give chase and get there. Not just a middle distance runner, she's quick in the sprints as well. Miedemar back defending. Little gets it away. And Miedemar draws the foul. Free kick given against Koivisto. Clever play by the Arsenal goal scorer, their first goal scorer. Scored in the last home WSL game against Leicester, did Miedemar. Since then they lost 3 and drawn the game up at Manchester City. That's another free kick. Cagney with the pressure. Mead outstanding in the second half. Lovely vision, the crossfield ball to Heath. Really control it very well, looks for Jordan Nobbs, and it's lumped away in there by Kete. Velty with a neat control. Here's Rafael Sosa. He's had a decent second game for Arsenal. He played at Manchester City for half the game last weekend. Velty back to the Brazilian. Quite versatile is Rafael Sosa. He can play midfield. He plays a left back as well. Hove Moy. Here's Little. Kuhlberg deals with that particularly well. Brazil thought it was a Brighton ball. And the visitors are about to make 2 substitutions. And Carter's day is over. And Kaylee Green comes on. Forward player, can play both sides, Welsh international, very experienced player. Played in the tour against Chelsea. And off goes Zigiotti to be replaced by Emily Simpkins, midfield player. Only a 3rd appearance for her since November. And that's It's like for like, really. Good run by the new right back, Wienreuter, the new right wing back. That's a lovely turn by me. She's been exceptional in this second half. She might win that back again. Look at her hounding the Brighton defenders. Goal kick in the end. Super stuff from Beth Mead. Steadily, steadily, Brighton Hove Albion are becoming an experienced WSL team. It'll take a while before they're any sort of position to challenge the likes of Arsenal and Chelsea and Manchester City and so on. But the training facilities are fantastic for both the women and the men down there on the south coast. No way though. Kenny Green couldn't hold it up, the Welsh international. And a major part again in qualifying for a World Cup. She scored 4 goals for Wales in their 5 qualifiers, but she's been sent off twice in those games against Slovenia and against France. Tomoy. Rafaela. Here's Miedemar. Lovely ball forward. Little goalkeeper's come. Now needs to retreat. 4 defenders there. Can Little pick out her teammate? Comes to Heath in the end. And scuffed by Jordan Nobbs. Dragged it low. Chance has gone. Miedemar dropping deep. Saw the runner. Little has to go very, very wide. Heath has pulled back into a good position, but she wasn't the target of the pass. Little was trying to find Mead. Beth Mead again. Been all about her in this second half. Driving Arsenal forward. Beth Mead, little touch on her. Still she goes. The shot was blocked. She deserved one there, Beth Mead. She sparkled in this second half. Valti. Little. Brighton are desperately trying to hang on. Across all the way through. Heath will chase off after it. The injury to Connell in the first half came at a bad time for Brighton. She is hustled and harried and run and run. Been the best player on the pitch. Now they want the goalkeeper to come and gather. She's come in the end, Megan Walsh. And he waited and waited and waited. Dutch teammate of Miedemar is Kirkdijk. Ruben might have ended up playing for the Netherlands. New family connections. Speaks Dutch fluently, but of course is an England international now. Might have at one stage, by the way, been an 800 metres competitor with Ellie Brazil. She's run that distance very, very well in her youth, as Ruben Moy. Good netball player as well. She's on the ball now. Here's Rafaela Sosa. Sosa wants it. From Bahia via the University of Mississippi and various clubs to Arsenal. She played for the quickly named Ole Miss Rebels team when she was at the university there. Here's a good run by Veen Ruerter. Away by Kuhlberg. Good physical play by Buva Moy, and very quickly to cover across there was Rafael as well. Arsenal calming things down with a quarter of an hour to go, managing the lead. Once again, Brighton have pushed Cagman back to their left-hand side. Lost a lot of her today. And Nikita Paris is going to come on for Arsenal to replace Tobin Heath, another who needs to be nursed through games a little bit, having been out, injury, illness and so on. Had a knee problem, had an ankle problem. And all the WSL sides have had their COVID issues too, of course, over recent weeks. It's been a staccato season for one reason or another. On comes Nikita Paris. Little Knobs. Oh, Maritz. He's come to the left-hand side now, to the dismay, I would gather, of Letizia. Rafaela Sosa. And Paris on the right, Meads come to the left. We have 13 minutes to go. Arsenal about to open up a lead again at the top of the WSL. Here's Paris. Arsenal a lot sharper in this second half. Mead, player of the match. Jordan Knobs, full of energy. Just too far the pass for Noel Maritz. Determined display though by the left wing back. Always had that winning mentality. She won the cup 5 times in Germany with Wolfsburg before the move to Arsenal, summer before last. Born in California, but moved to Switzerland when she was 10. Arsenal's possession stats 69% now. Remember I said at half-time they barely troubled the goalkeeper, Megan Walsh. I think they had one effort in the first half, the Knobs free kick save. That's a bit of a speculative effort from Emily Simpkins. She hasn't scored since December 19. But they need something. But at the other end, Arsenal now had 16 shots. That's wasteful. And is about to open a 4-point lead over Chelsea again, but Chelsea do have the game in hand and the home match to come against the Arsenal early in February. And if they go into that game with a 4-point lead, Arsenal, and win down at Kingsmeadow, then I do think it could well be a title decider. This is a really important one for the Gunners. Maritz, that's an Arsenal throw. Deflected away off Emma Quivisto. And Brighton and Albion will still believe that the second Arsenal goal should never have come about. They shouldn't have had to withstand a free kick. Ruben Moy, here's Nikita Paris, waiting for the ball to be played into. It didn't come. United tried to get it into Paris, but it wouldn't come. And we've got another Arsenal substitution in the making. Got cramp in both calves, I think she's saying. Vida Marnham, central midfield player, been a regular throughout the season. This will be her 28th appearance in all competitions, including last season's hungover FA Cup, of course. She's been an ever-present in the WSL. And her place in the starting lineup today was taken by Leah Velti, who's played very well. And on comes the Norwegian international. It is a squad bristling with internationals, and with the expenditure Arsenal have laid out on this squad, they should be winning the title. Here's a chase, Paris with the pressure on. It's lumped up in the air by Kirktie. The last touch was of the Arsenal player, offside anyway. If you've just come in, wherever you are in the world watching this, Brighton took the lead against his side after a quarter of an hour, headed by Koivisto, and Arsenal laboured in the first half. No rhythm. Brighton worked their socks off, but it took the energy out of them, and Beth Mead, right from the start of the second half, ran at them. Needham profited from her free kick, and then Mead took a free kick herself on the hour, and it was 2-1. Free kick goes Brighton's way for the challenge on Aileen Whelan, who's appeared in every one of Brighton's 33 WSL games away from home since their promotion. Proper old scarf, that. Miedema got it away to Little. Cagman. Cover there though for Arsenal. Paris will run it away. Mead waits for the ball to be switched away. Now it's dispossessed by Koivisto. He's played well for Brighton, the goal scorer, and there's plenty of pluses here for Hope Powell's side. 7 minutes to go, and this could be a significant turning point for both of these sides this season. Arsenal to go back to winning ways, and Brighton and Hove Albion, even in defeat, have finally got a goal after such a long drought. Well, always a concern when she's down, Miedema. For the moment, every team in women's football and men's football having to take so many precautions in the pandemic. And players who have suffered from COVID over the months. Some people expect them just to come back and start playing as they were before the illness, but it takes its toll. And she looks a little bit... Miedema doesn't look particularly... hasn't looked at her best today. Whether or not she's struggling or suffering from something, I don't know. Cagman. Brazil worked hard for Brighton. Paris knocked away by Ruben Moy. Nothing wrong with Miedemar there as she closes down on Keita. Paris couldn't get to the return. Well, in the first half, Arsenal looked a long way from being champions material, but in the second half, huge improvement. And they're up against a team that has worked really hard tonight. Now can they get the cross in through Maritz? Low and hard towards the near post, percentage ball. Cleared away only as far as Mead. They've worked the space well. Here's Miedemar. 3.5 minutes to go. Mead. Also playing keep ball. Ruben Moy. It's given away. And back there for Brighton Hove Albion. They couldn't do anything with it though. Emma Kuhlberg's challenge was strong now. Try and get things going with Cagman throw. Simpkins back to Victoria Williams. Here's Keita. Pressure on her. Good pressure on her as well by Miedemar. It's forced the error. Here's Mead. Trying to find Paris. See what she was trying to do. Well, Arsenal got another big performance out of Leah Williamson and her comeback from injury. Such a strong squad, and I think Rafaela Sosa has been impressive on her debut. The Brazilian at the back wearing 2, Ruben Moy. I know the England coaching setup, very impressed with her. Good pressure on as well though by Koivista. And Brighton, don't forget it, only need one moment. Not that sort of moment, Kuhlberg. They might fashion something here now. Letizia. A lot of red shirts back there. In the first half they were sluggish, they weren't covering ground well. In a different Arsenal in this second 45. Here's Mead. Knobs. Maritz to Miedemar. And they know if they keep the ball, they win the game. And there's nothing Brighton can do about it. Mead forward. A run of Miedemar. Brighton drained their energies in the first half. That's a good recovery challenge, though, to get it away. Maritz. Miedemar. Rafaela Sosa. Touch off in the middle. And a good one by the substitute, Marnham. Well, she's putting in a shift. She might not have been at her best in the first half, Miedemar, but she might have needed that little bit of treatment, but she's putting in a work ethic now. Paris, that's very adventurous from there. Goes down as a shot on goal, you know. That's 11 they've had on the Brighton goal now. And Brighton have not had an effort on target since they scored, as we enter 5 minutes of stoppage time. goes Koivisto. Can she repeat the feat of the first half? Eileen Whelan is there alongside her. Dyke will take the free kick. Victoria Williams is in there as well. This is dangerous. Williams arrived at the far post and it's zipped on past her. Brighton captain couldn't quite get there from that wide position. Dangerous free kick in. Well, Brighton will certainly need to be more authoritative in defending set pieces if they're going to go very deep in the Champions League. Wolfsburg will be looking at this game and the games to come. London City Lionesses will be watching this closely as well. Arsenal's next opponents in the FA Cup the weekend. Kaylee Green tried to turn and get something going. Miedemar very strong in the last 20 minutes or so. Made a brilliant second half. Nobbs has made another typical run into the box, and that was a tired misunderstanding. Only 3 players in the history of the WSL have had a hand in more goals than Beth Mead. Fran Kirby, Ellen White, and her teammate Vivian Miedemar. And the next 3 players in the list, by the way, Jordan Nobbs, Nikita Paris and Kim Little. Tidy from Arsenal in possession. Moritz, Mead. She has run Brighton into exhaustion in this second 45. 2 minutes of stoppage time still to go. A tired swoosh of the left foot to get it away by Maya Letizier. Comes from Guernsey, no relationship to Matt though. What a good game, Letizier. She was the first female in the Guernsey male under-16 side ever. So she broke new ground there. And Brighton, the first to admit they've got ground to make up on the WSL Giants, but it's steady progress, as it has been in the men's team, under the canny chairmanship of Tony Bloom, who is so committed to the WSL team. Very refreshing. Couldn't win that back, Emily Simpkins, the tall, fair-haired midfield player. Can Paris take this awkward ball to bring down? Pursued out there and bundled over, you'd have thought, by Kuhlberg. Pushed rather headlong into that with 90 seconds to go. That's a customary goal against Brighton, but I think she is playing through pain. Into the last minute of stoppage time. Cagman gets it away. Handed away by Ruben Moy. Simpkins. Jordan Nobbs sets off in hot pursuit, and it's Cadman again on that left-hand side. Been out there on the left, been further forward and left-hand side of midfield. But so often she's been asked to fill tonight that left wing-back role. Out by Kim Little. And Arsenal have the job done, it would seem. Seconds to go, they'll be in no hurry to take the throw. They'll have to be better than this, much better, against Chelsea on February the 11th. under the floodlights at Kingsmeadow. And let's give Brighton credit where it's due. They worked so diligently in the first half, plugged gaps, covered across, took the lead, good set piece, and looked like maybe creating a shock until he got his team working harder at half-time. Beth Mead came out, different player, ran and ran and ran at Brighton, took the free kick from which Vivian Miedemar equalised after 55 minutes, the Coivista first half header, and then Mead herself, just shy of the hour, bent in a free kick. The goalkeeper, Megan Walsh, gave herself a little bit too much to do, but Brighton will argue all night long it shouldn't have been a free kick in the first place. Perhaps a controversial winner, but Arsenal got the job done and opened up a 4-point gap at the top of the table again in the WSL, beating Brighton and Hove Albion here tonight in Bournemouth by 2-1.